G'day, I'm on my way home and I made a quick stop because it's been raining and mushrooms are popping, and I came to this little field because a lot of the time I find Macrolepiota procera, and I did find some down there, but I kept walking because normally this is all grass and it's a big almost like a flood basin. And this year there's been a whole heap of trees growing. There's birch trees and beech trees, and they're quite young. Last year this was all mowed over, so it's possible they were there and then the roots just regrew. But you can see how young these trees are. And here I found a Leccinum, or a Leccinum. And I think I saw a bit of blue staining on the Leccinum, so I don't think it's Leccinum or Leccinum scabrum. But I'll cut him open and I'll go for a bit more of a walk, and then we'll check the staining to see if we can work out the species. He's got dark scabbers, so it could be, but I did see a little bit of blue staining on the stipe. And so it could be something like schitsophilum, or it could be a holopus. But I'll have a quick look around, see if I can find some more, cut this one in half, and we'll have a look at these Macrolepiota. So I've just made the cut, and at this point there is no staining. They are a little bit waterlogged, so that could inhibit the stain. But we're gonna walk away for a little bit and I'll come back and we'll see if it's changed. There's really quite a lot of trees, and you can see these ones are the beech trees. And these ones are the birch trees. And I saw a little mushroom here, and I think it's another Leccinum. It is. Oh. He's quite pale on top, and we're in quite a boggy area. So it could be the bog Leccinum, which is schitsophilum, but holopus also likes the same sort of areas. This is what I came to look for. And this isn't one that I saw before, but this one's still a bit young. You can see his pattern on his stipe. He's got this lovely big thick double complex annulus or partial veil, and he still hasn't opened up yet. You can eat these at any stage, but people tend to wait for them to flatten out, and then they crumb them and make schnitzels, etc. Oh, there's my Leccinum. Let's see. We've had about 5 minutes now, and if there's any staining. It's not. But that doesn't mean anything just yet, because I've waited up to an hour to finally see some staining on Leccinum. So I did see some bigger Macrolepiota across here. The parasolzwam, Grote parasolzwam. And here we have one, and he's copped a bit of rain. You can sort of tell because most of his scales have washed off the edge of the pileus, but he's a bit bigger, and he's getting closer to what I would consider ready for the table. Again though, you've got that stipe pattern. I'll pick this one and I'll show you. Often they've got a bit of a bulbous base, not much, but a little bit, and then they've got this complex double annulus, and in most cases the annulus is free to move around, but I just broke it, so this one won't. But here you can see the lamellae are free, the lamellae are white. The spore print is white to pinkish white, depending on the species. Some are more white than others. And here we've got another one, much the same condition. You see, compared to say Chlorophyllum rhacodes, the scales are much bigger on rhacodes, and they are actually part of the pileus. They're not going to rub off like these do. And the scales are quite large. Is there any more? But I can't see any more, so I think that's it for today. Look at all those trees. So I think what will happen is by probably late October, November, they're going to mow all this down and bring it back to the grass. But they're probably going to have to do something about those trees, because I don't think they're just going to disappear by cutting them back. Well, that's dinner sorted. I'm just going to check this Leccinum one more time, and I'm going to probably take the small one home to sample. But there's nothing yet. So it could be a washed out Leccinum scabrum. We'll take these small ones and we'll see if there's any change. They're quite waterlogged, so that could be a reason. But the scabbers, they do match the colour, but there's, if you can see, what I thought was a little bit of greenish blue, but maybe it's not. What might happen is once these start to dry a little bit, the stain might turn up. But that's it for today. Thanks, goodbye.